Wow, look at all the sailboats.
Wow.
Hi. Hi, Gwen. Going for a walk. It's beautiful weather.
You remember Vicky and Crystal?
Hello.
Hi.
Pat?
going?
Have a seat. Have a seat.
Yeah.
I missed you all.
Yeah.
I passed my grade 12 math.
Ooh,
I'm excited.
congratulations.
Yay. I'm going to get a new kitty in the fall. I'm excited too.
Wow, that's a lot of goals that you
Yes.
accomplished
Yes.
this year.
Oh, we get.
So, CJ, I want to ask you, what do you know about self-advocacy?
Just. No. Oh, get this.
Okay, you brought your letter.
No, not. That's for you.
Oh, what is it? Tell me.
It's a letter of COVID-19.
Do you want to read it? Read it. You wrote it.
I'm not good at reading.
Take the tea off.
Oh, yeah.
So you can do
Yeah,
it.
we do with sunglasses on anyway. COVID-19 spreading like hot fire. Everyone needs to follow Dr. Bonnie's rules. And what is this?
That's necessary.
Necessary when we can beat this.
Say it out loud. We can beat this.
We can beat this.
And who wrote that?
Who?
And who helped you? Richard.
Richard helped me.
We all helped you. That's awesome. Good. So, Vicky, so tell me about self-advocacy. What does it mean to you?
It means having your voice, standing up for yourself, and for asking for help if you need it.
Yeah? Wow. So have you tried self-advocacy in the past?
Yeah, I have.
Can you tell me about it?
Like one friend in particular would expect me to pay all the time, and eventually I told them I couldn't do that, and just
How
certain
did that turn
times.
out?
Well, at first I didn't know how it would, but eventually she kind of understood. So.
She understood.
Yeah.
So how did you feel when you used self-advocacy?
I felt good
Yeah.
initially when I told her.
And
Yeah.
how did you feel when you weren't using it?
Not very good. Yeah.
Well, good
Yeah.
for you, because it's hard, especially with friends,
Yeah.
to say something. So what do you call that in self-advocacy?
Setting boundaries. Yeah.
It's about making my own decisions in my life.
Yeah.
Not being afraid to speak up.
Yes.
Helping people. And you can do it.
Yes, you can. Can you give me an example when you use self-advocacy?
After my mother passed away, the house had to be sold and have to find my own place. And I felt afraid. And luckily I met Eve Reinhardt. She helped me earlier with buying my house.
Crystal, what do you know about self-advocacy?
Learning to stand up for yourself, learning about community, connecting with friends. If I have any issues, I can go back to the group, talk to somebody if I don't feel comfortable with that person. I was in a situation, I'm not going to say who the person was, but they used me like a doormat. This person kept phoning me all the time and repeating stuff and offended me.
So you set a boundary.
Yes, I did.
And you said, I think you told me about that. You said
Yes.
you were polite, but you said,
Yep, I was polite,
yeah.
but I said hi, but I walked away.
So what kind of boundary is that?
A velvet hammer approach is when you set the boundary and you do it in a nice, kind, helpful way.
And firm way.
And firm way, but not mean or grouchy.
Yes.
Yes.
Even though you might feel like that
Yeah.
because someone's pushing your buttons.
Yes. I'm feeling a lot better, but it took a long time to open up, you know.
I know, because you were missing in action
Yes.
for quite a while. And you have to process it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, and Vicky, when you were setting a boundary,
Yeah.
you didn't want to talk about it to people?
No, I didn't feel comfortable either.
That's what I learned about yoga and slow breathing.
Yes.
Yeah,
From being afraid, because you
Right.
told me you were afraid to walk over the bridge,
sure was.
to walk in public,
Yeah, sure was.
among strangers,
Yeah.
live on your own,
Yeah.
and now you're doing all of that.
Sure.
You went from being afraid to
Oh, sure. Being
man about
town.
man about town.
Yeah.
Sliding over here. Cuddle up, I'll tell you what I'm thinking. This is not the end. It's just a bump in the road. Take a little breath. Open up your eyes. No need for praying. This is not the end. It's just a bump.
Cheers, everybody. Okay, Barb.
Hi, my name is Barbara. I live in this community. It's called NACL Affordable Housing. I'm a sub-advocate of Nanaimo.
Go ahead.
Okay, this is where the bus stop used to be, and I had it changed because it's not safe. There's no lighting, no sidewalk, and the curb is not level, and it was too dangerous to get off and on, especially in the dark, because there's no lighting. And I've fallen a few times getting off the bus, and I just found it was not a safe bus stop for anybody, not only people on disability, but anybody who's taking this bus here. And if it's cold and rainy and slippery, people can get hit by a car if they slide, and there's no place to jump up safe enough to protect yourself. So that's why I contacted the city and the bus company, and a lot of bus drivers were okay about it. They were in favor of moving it because they all thought it was a bad place to have it in the first place. This is me at the bus stop with my walker and my braces on, and the guy took a picture of where we want the bus stop. I'm passionate about this because I find, since I've been on disability, that I found a lot of people on disability find that they don't have a right to speak up for themselves. I feel that everybody has a right to speak up for themselves. They deserve respect, and that's what I'm trying to do to the people that I meet.
I can't, but I won't.
That's different. That's different. That's different.
Self-advocacy is self-leadership. Really, that's what it's all about. It's, yeah, I guess to practice all these leadership skills in your everyday life. A lot of the people we work with, or people with diverse abilities, often decisions have been made for them. So our job at Supporting Advocates in Leadership is to help people, the people we support, to turn on that leadership switch, to help them find that leader inside of themselves so they can make their own decisions, decide what's important to them in their lives and what they want to focus on. Then the hard work begins. That's when you have to show up, commit, make the effort, have the right attitude, and of course have a community that supports you, and things go flying from there.
Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome to our very first learning circle in person.
In real life.
You know, it's been a year since we gathered at the Silly Hat Party as this group, and so I want to thank everyone for coming and making the effort to be here tonight.
So I'd like to start with gratitude. Gratitude for the privilege to get to live, work, and play on the traditional and unceded territories of Snuneymuxw First Nation. Gratitude that we were able to meet. Barbara, you said you started this whole circle off by saying...
Stop.
Stop!
So we end up with stop then?
Do you take the transit system?
Sometimes. I'm not very good at using it, though. I have no sense of direction. Do you need some advice? Because someone else could probably help you. Barbara could. The people in this learning circle have taught me a lot about kindness and resilience and keeping and having a sense of humor. And we've shared a lot of laughter, and we've also talked about a lot of really deep, meaningful, challenging topics. And yet, every circle everyone is willing to stretch their comfort zone and learn new things and be real and honest and vulnerable with one another. And I found that incredibly inspiring. I myself was feeling a bit nervous about tonight, thinking I might say something silly and have it immortalized forever in video. So these 3 things helped me. Learning to advocate for myself has probably been the hardest thing I've ever done. And being able, given the privilege to walk alongside others that are learning self-advocacy skills, I've learned how to be a better advocate for myself, as well as to advocate better for others, just by asking, what do you want? How can I be helpful?
It's about practicing the use of your voice and exercising that muscle that lets you speak up for what you want in your life and set boundaries around things that you want to protect or keep safe. Being those sort of peer mentors for one another. So one person's challenge and overcoming of that challenge can serve to be a wonderful inspiration.
Gotcha. And then sort of not getting stuck with paying for both people if you haven't discussed who's going to pay for what. Yeah. So you're both clear on what's good for both of you.
All these kinds of good stuff on the TV because they put the movie channels on like free and everything. It's like, and then you want to turn the TV and watch it all day. Like, that's the thing. And there is more different perspectives to look at too, besides just my own. Like different people have different beliefs.
Nobody showed me how to learn. And now, over time now, I'm really surprised how far I've come in the last 4 years.
Self-advocacy means to me that people with disabilities have the right to make their own decisions, to make choices, to use their own voice, and to be leaders in their own lives.
Okay, bye.
Bye. In my life, I've seen many an answer.
When you are coming up against a big challenge in your life and you want to make a positive change or make a difference for yourself, it sort of can feel sort of like climbing a wall when you've got one of those big goals ahead of you.
In my dreams,
going the extra mile.
I've seen many a dancer. I've seen many a hope in a hopeless time. 'Cause I don't wanna go.
Dignity is not so much something that someone can give you or take from you or withhold from you. It's something that you can grow inside of yourself. And what I've noticed is that when people start to believe that they matter, that their thoughts and their feelings and their ideas matter, then all sorts of magic happens. They surprise themselves and they surprise everyone around them.